watch crazy people, and in today's video we're going to take a look at 4 of the coolest micro watch brands and watches that you possibly wish you could afford. All the relevant links along with timestamps can be found in the description below. Don't forget, prices don't include the relevant taxes. So without further ado, let's jump right in. At number 1, we have MB&F, founded by Maximilian Busserer in Switzerland in 2005. After having graduated from his Masters in Microtechnology Engineering, Max started work at not just any watchmaker, but Jaeger-LeCoultre, where he spent many years in a senior management position. From there, Max went on to become the managing director of Harry Winston in 1998. And after 7 years having completely revolutionized the brand, Max decided it was finally his time to embark upon his dream of producing not any ordinary clocks and watches, but simply put, works of horological art known as machines. The watch, which I keep coming back to, is the horological machine number 9, Flow. The watch comes in 2 variations, Air and Road, which are defined by their different dials. Both come in either titanium or red gold. They measure 47mm in diameter, that's 57mm lug to lug, and 23mm thick. The 52 dual double independent balance wheel in-house manual wind movement comprises 301 components. And as expected, the watches use all the best materials. Both watches are limited to 33 pieces each, and prices start at 188,000 Swiss francs, which is roughly $205,000, 175,000 euros, or £159,000. At number 2, we have URWERK, founded by artist and designer Martin Frey and horologist Felix Baumgartner in Switzerland in 1997. After what was a chance meeting with Martin, Felix and his brother Thomas in 1995. Their vision was to combine the traditions of horology into futuristic designs. And they certainly don't disappoint. There are 4 very different ranges within the collection: satellite, chronometry, special projects, and historical pieces, each containing very different futuristic designs. The watch that I've chosen for this video, as I couldn't actually make up my mind as to the one I would go for, is the EMC from the chronometry range. The watch, as you can see, certainly wouldn't look out of place on the wrist of an alien in a sci-fi movie. And what makes this watch so unique, other than its design and incredible in-house movement, is the use of NASA's Mars rover technology. EMC stands for Electro-Mechanical Control, and the system allows the wearer to monitor and adjust the watch for ultimate precision. The watch can be yours from as little as 110,000 Swiss francs. That's about $120,000, 102,000 euros, or £93,000. At number 3, we have Rebellion timepieces. Please be warned that this clip does contain some fast-moving flashing imagery. Founded, and you guessed it, in Switzerland in 2008 by Alexandra Pesky and Kalim Buhadra. Now, I will be the first to admit that though I don't hate any watches, I do have my preferences. And though some of these watches definitely stand out, they don't all grab my attention. And the backstory of the brand being so similar to many others doesn't draw me in either. But those 2 things alone is no reason to dismiss a brand altogether, especially when newer brands like this are helping to keep advancements in design and horology alive. So if you look past the facade and scroll down the page, things definitely become more interesting. The watch that grabbed my attention is the Prometheus, named after the Greek god of fire, and boy, this would definitely set your wrist alight. The watch and most of the movement are constructed in high-grade titanium, so though this 52.2mm by 47.9mm by 18.2mm watch looks extremely heavy, it's far from it. And the movement itself was made by one of the best hands in the industry, David Cadeau, whose work for the likes of Jaeger-LeCoultre, helping the designs and making the movements for the their Hybris Mechanica range, as well as making movements for the first brand mentioned in this video, MB&F. I'll leave a link to David Cadeau's website in the description below, but be sure to Google his name to find out more about him. The watch, which has a power reserve of 1,000 hours, that's just over 41 days, is limited to 25 pieces per edition, and it costs a mere 135,000 Swiss francs, that's approximately $147,000, that's 125,000 euros or 114,000 pounds. And finally, at number 4, we have Greubel Forsey, founded in Switzerland in 2004 by Robert Greubel and Stephen Forsey. The pair wanted to bring back to life the horological mastery achieved in the 18th and 19th centuries from the hands of the then, and even now, revolutionaries such as the likes of Abraham Louis Breguet and Jacques Edros. But not only expanding upon where these masters left off, but revolutionising their already impressive achievements furthermore. And when you take a look at this, for example, the GMT Sport, you can definitely see they have managed to achieve their goal. The watch, which measures 42mm by 45mm, which can only be described as a magnificent titanium Gothic cathedral for your wrist, displays, other than the time, on the front a GMT, another time zone, a rotating globe with the universal time and day and night feature, summer and winter time indication, daylight saving option, a tourbillon with 24 secondes, and a power reserve indicator. On the back, you have a universal time with 24 different time zones. To date, Greubel Forsey have created 30 in-house calibers and only produce 100 watches a year. But I suppose at 480,000 Swiss francs, that's roughly $523,000 or 440,000 euros or 405,000 pounds, they don't really have to make that many. Thank you for watching. Until the next time.